it on the live will re-air tomorrow morning at about 11, 12, I don't know, sometime I made it. Man, it's hard. Hey, ooh, look at that. That's nice, Lincoln. Hey, man, I need some help, man. I can't do all this editing and shit by myself, man. I really, if anyone that watches my channel would, like, want to help me, like, edit the videos to make them better or whatever, or even if you just take one of my videos, edit it up, just post the link back to my channel. That's all I ask. It's not that much to ask, I don't think. Let's go this way back. So, yeah, because it's hard to, like, I mean, it's hard, man, to run a whole fucking YouTube channel by yourself. It ain't easy. You gotta comment, you gotta put in all those hashtags, it's really hard for one person to do a whole YouTube channel by himself, especially doing it from a non-computer. But Shivity's got some great videos. They just got released on Shivity, Shivety, Smolsky, Smoski, and go check him out. He just had 2 videos get released from this weekend, last weekend, I don't know. Shivity's a good guy though. Go check out his channel. But also, I'm the boss of Shivity. I tell Shivity what to do. I'm Shivity's boss. But you know, it's like that's the bet. America can't just take in the whole world's population and act like we could just take care of the whole world. I mean, America's not set up for that, you know? Anyone watching yet? Like, subscribe, share, thumbs up, you know? That's an old building. Look at that building. That's cool. Comment, how old do you think that building on the corner right there? It's the brick and white brick building. How old do you think that is? I'm gonna guess that was built in the 1920s. The reason I say that is because how the bricks are at the very top, and then at right at the bottom of those top windows. See how those bricks are right there? These bricks right here. These ones. It looks like it was from. It looks like it was built in, like, probably... Comment, when do you think that building was built? It's on Division and Clark, across from the Jewel. If I got anyone watching right now, can you look up, when was that building built? Put it in the comments if you know. I'm gonna guess that building was built in the 1940s to 1920s. I'm not sure which. That one coming up on this corner, comment on this one now, number 2, this building right here. I'm gonna guess that one was built in the 40s, it looks like. Maybe 50s or 60s, judging by the architecture. Yeah, 2 weekends ago, man. This video, oh, I got a good video I'm gonna be releasing soon. Man, I had a Chicago cop pointing a gun straight at me like a fucking gangbanger, man. This cop was pointing the gun sideways, not how you're supposed to hold it straight. He was literally holding the gun like a fucking gangster. That video I'm gonna try to get, Shivety said he's gonna try to get that video released later in the week. We gotta tell it. It's exhausting, man. YouTube is exhausting work, man. You don't know how hard it was just to get to 2,000 and almost 600 subscribers, man. And it's just, you know, it seems like with the lives, it just makes it a lot easier than pre-recording a video, adding at fucking 50 hashtags, adding 50 of the other category so the video stays alive. And it's just a lot to keep up with. I got a lot. I'm actually on a backlog of videos right now I haven't even been able to post yet, simply because I just don't got the time, you know? Let's listen to more about El Salvador prison where we left off at.
Justice in serving a long prison sentence. The devil horns tattoo is a dark symbol that represents these individuals' worship of the devil. Some even claim that they carried out their actions under the devil's command. A teardrop tattoo signifies that the person has ended someone's life.
I mean, these people all look
indicates how
pretty
many
bad.
lives they've taken. If there are 3 teardrops, it suggests that the tattoo's owner has taken so many that they've lost. Please laugh now, cry later. These masks or clown tattoos send a clear message.
You hear how I set up the video? You got like, I don't got time to edit, but when you hit a slow part in my video, go to settings, go to playback speed, and just speed up the playback a little bit like I'm doing on this video to get past my slow, boring parts.
You face the hardship now and deal with the consequences later. Are all these people...
Oh, one other thing. If anybody that watches my channel, man, would love to help me with the editing, because I just don't got time. I'm taking the videos, running a whole YouTube channel by yourself and trying to make it successful is not an easy job. I've been doing this maybe 2-3 years. I started it, no, let me actually correct that. I started it with some guy about maybe 3 years ago, falling asleep standing up downtown, and that video's still rolling good. But share the videos so this channel can keep growing. Share them on Facebook, Twitter, Trends. And this is another thing. This is where Caprini Green used to be. See where the Target is right here on the right? This used to be Caprini Green Projects. So we went this way. This fire department has been here since Caprini Green. Made some improvements. Looks a lot nicer. So yeah, no, I had a Chicago cop pointing, 2 Saturdays ago, I literally had a Chicago cop. Okay, when you hold a gun, you're supposed to hold it straight. He was holding it like a fucking gangbanger sideways and shit, man. I'm like, man, I'm just driving down Lakeshore Drive. Why are y'all pointing a gun at me? He's like, oh, you're with these people. No, I'm driving down Lakeshore Drive, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, I've seen you before. Bro, you have never seen me in my life. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I don't ever go to the south side. Everyone drives like shit. Fucking, it's just, I don't like it. I mean, I'll go there, but at the same time, it's like, oh, right here. That school is still there from Caprini Green. See that school building? But right here, I got a video of the last project. I just found some of my older phones. I'm going to try to recover the video of the last project. It's on one of the phones I recovered and I found recently of this last building that was right here. There was 2 of them right there before they tore them down. I got video footage. It's probably not going to be that good because that's a phone from, I think it was on my Samsung Galaxy Note 3 and Note 2, which I just found again, but they got a weird charging port, so I found the charging ports to them too. I just haven't had time to, you know, do all that and get it booted back up and all that. They still work, it's just I lost the chargers. When I got that bogus shit and I had to move, I found a lot of stuff I've been looking for. There's some nice artwork. Now I think we're coming back up to Goose Island. Let's listen more about
criminals who will never change their mentality. If you look at the upside, there's a catwalk area. Guards consistently watch over the inmates from this elevated spot above the cells. If anything suspicious occurs, they will intervene while an extensive network of cameras observes every corner 24/7, ensuring nothing goes unnoticed. The modules are kept lit all day and night for monitoring. When the sun goes down, the lights stay on all the time. They are constantly being observed.
Now 24 lights on. Now, like I said, if these people are all truly as bad as like what they say, if these people are all truly as bad as what they say, 1000% they deserve it. But my concern is for the 4 to 10 people that were just at the wrong place in the wrong time, and to justify it, they probably put some fake charges on these people, like Chicago police used to do back in the 80s and the 90s, and even into the early 2000s, where they would plant shit on people and make up fake cases. So those, like, let's say 10 to 15 people that are in C court on those circumstances, and like they didn't kill anybody, they were just at the wrong place at the wrong time, and maybe they had tattoos. Oh yeah, I saw an interview actually too. So they had to take him to a hospital for a leg infection. He was in C court and he was talking about it too, and he's just like, what did he say? This guy that I saw the interview of really made me think about that, because he even said, he's like, man, I was just there. I'm not. He's like, he didn't have any gang tattoos, but he had tattoos. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, that's Goose Island, by the way. Sorry, I got ADHD. That's why in the beginning of the live, I already explained it all. Continuing on. So we're gonna pass the former fucking where that white homeless male, and I should have sued their asses for attacking a handicap, but see, part of my fear was, at that time with Biden being in charge, I didn't know what the laws were on going into an immigration place, but I was not trespassed or anything at that point. And then the motherfuckers locked me in the door. If you watch the video, that's the front of the door that the guy was blocking. So he blocked an exit, he blocked the elevator, they pushed me over. I probably could have got a good lawsuit off that. I should get a lawsuit off that fucking Chicago cop from fucking pointing the gun at me like he's a fucking gangbanger. The motherfucker's literally holding the gun sideways. Like, that's not how you hold a gun. You hold a gun straight. You don't hold it like that. That's how gangbangers shoot their guns. They fucking put them sideways and fucking shoot them sideways. You can't aim a gun fucking sideways. That's what fucking gang shit is. If you're a Chicago cop, you should be holding your gun properly, not sideways like you're a gangbanger. That video will be, like I said, that video is going to get posted soon. Just right now is not the time. And I can't wait till I get back in my 92, man. I love my 92 Camaro. Oh, I got a good thing on Instagram, too, on Johnny Smolsky. On the Instagram about, what do you call it? Me drifting in the 92. It's so different, like, because with the 92, it's a solid axle, and it's got a lot of torque. But the only thing I don't like about it is the top speed. Top speed only tops out at, like, 120. But from 0 to 120, it hauls ass up to it way quicker probably than those newer Camaros. So I think in a short span, my 92 would probably most definitely beat most of them except the ZL1s. Like the stock SS, not modified, you know, and any of the lower models, including the V6, I'd slaughter them in a short race. Especially, I don't think a V6 Camaro could even beat me of the 5th or 6th gen at my 92, but at top speeds, oh, I'll get slaughtered. But from 0 to 60, even to 80, I think I would beat a younger Camaro than my 92. I got a good idea after I get this car business of what I want to do with paint and shit going. You know, get a fucking car so I could drive a Camaro, my wife could drive the other one, and we could just drive around together. No, honestly, I think my 92, I like the style, I like the T-tops. Like, I don't get why the 5th and 6th gens, why didn't they do T-tops on them? Why do you gotta fucking, I'm sure they got, let's see, I wonder if they got T-top conversion kits for those newer ones. Let's look it up. What the hell was I just looking up? I forgot. Hey, comment, does anybody know what I was just about to look up? I forgot. Oh, I gotta check something. We'll be right back. So, hey, go check out Shivity's Smolsky when my lives are over. He got 2 good videos they just released today.
I think this is one of the hardest things when they try to over their eyes to block the light.
See that? I mean, if these people are really as bad as they say, yes, they should be under 24-hour light. But the part that concerns me is that how they just nabbed everybody. Like the one guy I was just talking about, he was innocently in there. They just grabbed him because he was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
These activities take place for a total of 1 hour per week, under the watch of armed guards. For the rest of the time, they are locked inside. They used to...
Anyways, picking up where we left off, C-Corp. Anyways, picking up where we left off, C-Corp.
Has there ever been a chaotic incident when the inmates were outside of their cells? So far, nothing. Whenever we focus the camera on a cell, we often catch a prisoner silently mouthing words. Even behind bars, gang members attempt to send orders to the outside.
Right here, he's trying to send a gang order.
But we censored him to block the message. Despite the crackdown, these groups still hold significant power outside. Rumors suggest they have plans for taking revenge by targeting innocent people. But in response, the authorities threaten to impose even harsher measures on imprisoned members.
If they do that, there won't even be 1 meal in prison. That's the new president that built it.
Here they get 3 meal packages: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast is usually
no meat. They don't even get meat. But if these people, like I said, are really all truly bad, but my concern is for those 4 to 5 people that were just there at the wrong place, wrong time, and they put them in there. That's not right. But for the other ones that killed families and raped women and killed their moms, killed their dads, they belong in there for sure. In those conditions. That's undeniable. And Trump, you're doing a good job at those deportations. I saw about the deportation flights. I'm glad you're getting all those jag-offs that illegally entered our country out of here. Trump's doing a good thing, everyone. Trump's doing things to make this country the country it should be and it should have always been. And what Joe Biden did to this country, he increased our deficit. I'll let Trump take that part on. He increased our deficit. We have the highest debt now. Trump, I need you to start working on them gas prices. I see they're ticking down a little bit, the Trump effect. Oh, I gotta post that video still too. I didn't post that one. I got so many videos I'm behind on. Like, man, if anyone watching would be willing to help me, like, edit the videos and put in the hashtags and put in the topics on that bottom category. And if the YouTube takes off where we start getting paid on it, I'll pay you too on it. I'm not getting paid from YouTube yet. For a while I didn't want to get paid for it because the long-term goal of what I'm trying to do with it is just get people in and then put the business out from there, like selling t-shirts, pants that are printed t-shirts. I'm going to get a printer. And the other one I got to keep a secret. Just so you know, all of Shivity's channels, I gotta put that disclaimer on his. Hey Shivity, I'm gonna contact you if you're not watching. I gotta tell Shivity, man, bro, you gotta make sure you put a disclaimer at the beginning you're doing a documentary. Because YouTube's lame. Anyways, continuing on with C-Court. It's not loading. Sorry, hang on. We might have to come back to this episode. Oh, yeah. That's why it's not working. Here we go. It should kick back in a second. Oh wait, where's Trump at? I'm sorry.
The only thing that changes is the drink. There's no nutritious food
Sorry,
like chicken.
Trump, I didn't realize you were fucking looking the wrong way.
Rice, pasta, and 2 proteins.
We had our guy we were interviewing in the car. Can you guys see him
It's
now?
always the same. It's refreshing.
Okay. This sugary drink, I'm going to taste it for myself.
Inmates must eat with their hands and clean their plates before returning them. With a diet lacking in protein, many likely suffer from nutritional deficiencies. Before starting our interview with an inmate, I want to show you one more place that is even more extreme than what you've seen so far.
Oh, this is isolation cells. Listen to this.
Break a rule, they can be sent to these isolation cells according to the legislation. The law gives me the right to keep the prisoners in isolation for up to 15 days. These cells have sealed doors.
I slowed it down to
In this grid, I can
1.25.
see them and identify who's inside. We serve food here, and we also use this space to put handcuffs on them before opening the door to move them from here to...
I mean, they gotta do something pretty bad, I would hope, to get put in there for 15 days.
Misbehaves, this is...
But then again, let me correct that. If these are all truly people who have killed more than one person, raped more than one woman, maybe it's not cruel. But I just don't like the fact that they could be possibly placing innocent people in there. Probably no more than 4 to 10, but still, what about those 4 to 10 lives that... And then they don't even tell the families they're in there, like fucking the mom and the dad. They don't... That for all they know, their kid's dead, but really they're in a prison.
leaving. They are cut off from the outside world, left alone with nothing but their thoughts.
I mean, I understand why they can't have visits too, because they could tell those visits to go out and commit gang violence.
This is where they supply their water. There's a water bathroom here.
The only little hole of light they get is a little hole in the ceiling, fucking... At least you could tell from day or night then, like, honestly, if your lights are on 24/7, I'd almost want to go there once in a while for that, like, you know, 15 days just to fucking get away from the lights, artificial lighting 24/7, honestly.
The toilet looks recently used and dirty, suggesting that this cell has recently been used. The only light they have is this little hole that barely lets the sunshine in. This
That little hole
is also the sole source of fresh air.
I mean, at least you could get your day and night cycles. At least in the isolation room, you got that little hole from the ceiling, and your body can at least know, hey, it's daytime or it's nighttime. That's one positive thing about being in there.
Inside, you don't even see your hands. So when someone is isolated, it is necessary.
Well, at night, you can't see your hands, but during the day, that little hole probably lets in enough light for you to be able to see a little bit.
To have something, a book, anything, to keep their mind clear. But here, they don't have access to any of that. No matter how tough a criminal is, this kind of isolation breaks them. This is necessary for the type of offenders that we have here. People who once played God by deciding who would live and who wouldn't.
This is what I'm talking about. Yes, if these people are all truly like that, they need to be there.
Deserve the worst punishment. We don't show them mercy. They can ask for forgiveness, and may God forgive them. But here, justice must be.
But see, they can ask for forgiveness, but if they already done all that fucked up dirt, I don't think God's gonna accept that.
There's so many victims, and it's the least they deserve.
Now we're going to interview the inmate known as Psycho. He has a 34-year criminal history and has spent the last 25 years as a high-ranking member of an organization.
10 minutes. You only have 10 minutes.
12 guards are barely enough to ensure the safety around this inmate.
Remove the mask.
What is your name?
My name is Marvin Ernesto Medrano Vázquez.
How old are you?
I'm 41 years old.
You don't look 41. You look younger, like 35.
That's a good thing that you told me, because I
He does look like he's 35. He don't look 41.
Then I need a father figure, because I didn't grow up with my father. And then I looked the group of gangs. Then I did a homicide, and I came right here to El Salvador, trying to change my life. But I think that there were more gangs right here, and I started doing the same thing I did upstate, and I got locked up. I've always been one of them persons that wanted to accomplish the things that they put in their mind, and I accomplished everything I had to do right here. But I'm right here. This is how the devil pays the people.
Yeah. Is it true that to join this crime organization, you need to end someone's life?
Yeah.
But the first one must be one of your relatives, right?
Yeah, because you got to gain territory for your gang. I lost my mom, my dad, my son.
So he just said he killed his mom and his dad and his son.
With my family.
He deserves to be in there if he killed his mom, dad, and son.
We took wrong decisions.
And he has another son that's still alive, I think, he said.
Listen to your mom, listen to your dad. Don't live this life that we live right here. There's no way out.
How many people's lives have you ended? Is it 5 or 10? How many?
No, if you talk about what you used to do in the jails after, they probably get a few more than 50.
So he just said he killed 50 people.
You gotta do it sometimes.
How did you become cold-blooded and merciless in time?
I can't really respond you with that question.
How do you feel about not seeing your family forever since you're in psychiatry?
I feel bad, because I seen my son the last time when he was 5 years
The
old.
one you didn't kill.
He's 21 years old. Right now, I want to see him. I want to tell him, hey, don't do the same things that your dad did. Look for a good life.
People who have fallen victim because of you will never see their loved ones again. You will also never see your family. How do you cope with emotions like missing someone?
I feel bad. Sometimes, like I tell you, I lay down on my bed and I think a lot of things, and sometimes I cry.
What is your motivation to stay alive here?
To one day change my life and look for God in my life, and I tell God, hey, forgive me because I did some things.
Well, I don't know if that's rehabilitating him, but it might. The prison's only been open for 2 years, so I guess it's an experiment right now.
Finally, we see the sunlight. Honestly, psychiatry is a place you will never wish to end up in, even as a visitor. But for the people who victimized
I don't
our
even
government,
wanna
it
go
is now
visit
their
it.
forever home. These criminals took the innocent people's rights.
Alright, like, subscribe, share, hit that thumbs up, and we'll be back. You don't even watch him. We got 13. We'll be back. Like, subscribe, share, hit thumbs up. We'll be back.